What's up, guys? Welcome to another Product Live Facebook unboxing. You've got Angus here from Product as usual, and we're joined by resident product doctor, John.
Good afternoon, guys.
How's your week been? How's it going?
Very, very well. I finally finished my 4,000 word Boot Doctor article for the new Boot Bible. So guys, please make that the first thing you go to when the Boot Bible drops very, very soon. Look out for that. It's going to be really good, basically expanding on what we do in these live unboxings, giving you all the details you need to know about to make your purchases for the new season. So check that out. That's due to drop anytime soon.
Nice. So working hard on that.
Yeah, have been, but I've got a week's holiday now to recover from.
Oh, easy, yeah.
Even the doctor needs some recovery.
True, but yeah, like good point with the Boot Bible. Obviously, that's on the way. I thought we'd drop that in there as a little tease to look ahead. So worth waiting. I think that'll be something special.
Yeah.
So guys, we're here for the Mizuno Basra. You can see in the comments.
Basra?
Oh no, the Rebula.
Oh
no.
Sack Angus.
Let's try again. We're here for the Mizuno Rebula. It's the main Japan edition. You can see the boot here. We're going to give away a pair of these. All you got to do is share this live unboxing and comment. Comment anything. Comment some love, comment some hate, comment some questions, comment some Basra. I don't know. But we'll get into it. Before we actually pull the boots out, we just want to show you the box itself. Look at it. Smart little number, and inside.
Black and gold, can't go wrong.
Yeah, this is the difference really. They're made in Japan. You get a nice suave bag and a few little details. So nice little cloth. Look at that. So guys, you might be able to tell this is a leather boot, so they've given a little bit of leather care in this.
Yep.
Nice little instructions in case you don't know how to clean your leather and a bit of
no
bit of
excuse
leather.
not to keep them in tip-top condition.
Exactly. Hashtag no excuses.
Yeah. Hashtag no excuses. Yeah.
Tie into our campaign. There we go. Right, let's get into it. So this is the Mizuno Rebula, made in Japan edition. So I think it's a brand new boot from Mizuno. It's replaced the Basra boot and the Wave Ignitus.
Yep.
So it's filling some big boots.
Yeah, it's two silos into one.
Yeah. It's and I think Mizuno claim it's one of the best. It's the best leather boot they've ever made.
Yeah.
And,
I think from a technological point of view and a feel and comfort point of view, that's probably true. They've obviously got a very hard act to follow. Morelia, absolutely classic boot. Obviously had the Runbird right back in the 80s, which we did an anniversary one of recently.
Yeah.
Morelia Neo, classic leather boot, obviously lightweight. And obviously Rivaldo back in 2002, Rivaldo Wave Cup. Good boot.
Yeah.
So, when it comes to leather boots, there's not many that know more about it than the guys in Japan at Mizuno. Best
in the business. So these are currently available to buy, guys. They're available to pre-order at £260. So it's a big price, but the quality of boot is really second to none.
Yeah, what you're getting is the made in Japan fit, which comes as a result of it being lasted for 24 hours rather than the standard 20 minutes. So basically you're going to get a really, really good fit and feel. Obviously the standard boots that are made lasted for 20 minutes, you get a reasonably good fit, but this just takes it to a whole new level. It's what the pros wear, so if you want what the pros wear, that is the boot to get. That's
the price you've got to pay, isn't it?
So
you see the likes.
You will notice a difference if you see the two boots.
For sure. You see the likes of Kazuki Honda wearing them. I think you're going to see Yoshida of Southampton, and you might, if you follow Roberto Carlos on Instagram, you would have seen him post a pair on his Instagram recently, where he's at the Star Sixes, I think, in the O2. So he's playing a Legends
that's been
game.
Pretty brutal lately. Was it Puyol?
I think it's Puyol.
Phil Neville.
Phil Neville, knee-high tackle, best tackle of the season.
I've got to check that out.
Of his career. But yeah, these will be worn by the likes of Kazuki Honda, who is probably, for me, one of the best left-footers. My favourite best left-footed player.
Yeah, that free kick in 2010
baller.
World Cup, where he actually performed the Makaiton when he was wearing the old Wave Ignitus. That was fantastic goal.
Yeah, I mean Messi's not bad, but Kazuki Honda and his left foot, absolute wand, absolute wand. They are available to buy, guys. They're £260. Sorry, so they are a bit pricey, but again, we mentioned it's not your ordinary boot. It's what the pros wear, and it's a step above the rest, really. And you get all the accessories with it.
Yeah, really nice premium package.
So a lot of questions on leather. If you've got any questions, put them in the comments below. We've got John here to answer them. But I wonder if you can get into it. There's a bit of shine to it. It's the best leather boot on the market, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, I think a good place as any to start is, it's a leather boot. So K-leather, really, just a quick recap on why K-leather is the gold standard for football boots. Extremely light, soft, supple. minimal to no break-in time. I would say the break-in time for these would be very, very small to zero. They are so comfortable because they've been lasted that extra long time to the standard pair. In terms of moulding to the foot, they're going to do that pretty much straight out of the box. So you're going to get the glove-like fit, which you'd expect from a kangaroo leather boot. You will generally the kangaroo leather stretches a little bit, even with something that's been lasted 24 hours. But you want a snug fit straight out of the box. You want that feel. So don't ever go half a size up. You want that snug fit feel. If they feel a bit tight to start with, they are going to stretch.
I think that's a great point. Straight out of the box, you can wear these straight out of the box. It'll be instantly comfortable, and you won't need to wear them through 2 or 3 training sessions just to get used to them. Your feet will adjust, and the boot will adjust to you. Again, it's one of the softest boots that's out there.
Yeah,
the leather.
It's kind of hard to communicate that on the screen. Hopefully, when we hold it up to the camera, you can see the kind of sheen on it. It's very, very, very soft. When Angus is applying a tiny bit of pressure with it, I think you can see that a little bit. But you really have to try these on and wear them to really, really appreciate it.
Yeah, the old Charlie Sheen.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. But yeah, really, in terms of a new boot from Mizuno, it's been quite a long wait. It's definitely been worth it though, we'd say.
Yeah.
So yeah, like you were saying, they've waved goodbye to Ignitus. Wave Ignitus, come on Angus, you love a pun.
Come on mate.
Yeah, they've binned off Bazzara as well to sort of really focus on what they do best, which is, and probably always has been, a premium leather boot. Even going back to the Ignitus, that was a leather boot with some technology engineered into it.
Yeah.
They've got a fantastic history with leather boots we've already touched on. And really, this Rebula signals their kind of determination to become the #1 premium leather brand in football, and really leverages their expertise and craftsmanship in leather boots.
Yeah.
And really, all the 3 silos now, the Neo and the Morelia Classic, all kind of come under the sort of umbrella of craftsmanship meets performance, really. And from that point of view, I think craftsmanship, performance, this boot definitely ticks both boxes.
For sure, you want to look after your feet. So in terms of comfort, in terms of leather and performance, this is not it's a bit alternative. Like you won't get your Adidas and Nike pairs before you switch into these, but these are for someone who wants something a bit different, who wants to stand out, but still wants the high quality and the premium craftsmanship.
It's fair to say Mizuno have never really been ones for splashing out a lot of money on marketing in terms of signing players, I should say, rather like endorsement deals. The players that will wear this are wearing it for the quality. You'll see players up and down the country if you play on a Saturday afternoon or a Sunday morning, or even on the small-sided game. Yeah. People that wear this boot are wearing it because they know it's quality.
Prime example, Thiago Motta, PSG.
He wasn't even paid, was he? He just loved the boots.
Yeah.
And wore them, despite being offered various inducements to go to other brands, stuck with it for the duration of his career because it was a quality boot. Yeah. Totally trusted it.
They say loyalty's dead in football now, but just look at Thiago Motta. There you go.
It's not all about the money.
Romance isn't dead. You got Rooney returning to Everton.
Yeah.
Thiago Motta still. Yeah. In Mizuno.
There are some good stories.
For sure. So these are the top end boots. They're made in Japan. They're £260. We appreciate not everyone can fork out £260 for the best in the business, which is why Mizuno have also brought out the standard edition Mizuno Rebula as well. So you'll instantly see there isn't the Charlie Sheen, the shine on it.
No.
But again, the leather's still high quality.
Yeah, I think that is coming across on screen there. Yeah. One thing that maybe Mizuno have struggled to communicate sometimes, because the leather on the Morelias and the Morelia Neo Japan editions and standard edition, because there isn't a visual difference like the sheen on these boots, I think Mizuno probably struggled to get people to understand why they need to pay the extra money.
Yeah, good point.
It's not really until you've tried them on before. At least now that you can see a visual difference between the standard ones, which won't be made in Japan, which are a very high quality boot, and if you want to pay that bit extra for the Charlie Sheen, as you say.
The Charlie Sheen, yeah, for sure. So yeah, clever move from Mizuno. You might notice, I just noticed now actually, I've seen this before, but there's a little pattern on the Mizuno logo as well, which you don't get on the Made in Japan. Yeah.
So some nice differences to differentiate the two boots.
For sure, yeah. So we mentioned these, the standard Mizuno Rebulas, £170. They're also available now, but if you want to go big, you want to spend big, then the Made in Japan edition are £260. We are giving away a pair of the expensive ones, the made in Japan's. All you got to do is share this live unboxing and add a little comment, whether it's love, hate, or a general question.
Yeah, and maybe we'd like to hear from some Mizuno wearers out there already that have been in Morelia or Morelia Neo for a long time.
Yeah.
I think you guys are going to love this boot, so get involved.
Exactly. Yeah. So again, Mizuno do say they're the premium leather boots in the market.
Yeah.
They also have a couple more pairs which they've recently brought out, which I'll just grab for you now. So again, up here is the Rebula, and then introducing is the Morelia, the Mizuno Morelia. So this is their classic, the classic no-nonsense boot for the no-nonsense player. Yeah,
it stood the test of time, and they've only really tweaked it ever so subtly over the years.
Yeah.
I think the main difference now is the fold-over tongue's gone, isn't it? So
yes.
You've got this short tongue favoured by most modern pros and players up and down the country, all over the world. As with a lot of the old fold-over tongues, people were cutting them off. So Mizuno have responded to that by giving customers what they wanted, really. It's short vamp.
Yeah, for sure. However, they still give off the impression and look that the tongue is still part of the boot. It still looks like it's been folded over, but you can see
just tucked inside.
It's just been sewn in. So again, really nice touch from Mizuno.
Yeah,
a lot of people do
the heritage of the boot, definitely.
For sure, and you still got the call out for made in Japan, the Mizuno there. And I have to say, it's probably one of the softest undersides of the tongue I've ever felt in a football boot.
Yep.
So that's not the only reason to buy these boots. You will get a bit of sensation with a soft tongue, but as a boot itself, again, an absolute classic. One for the old boys, I'd say.
Yeah, I'm always surprised though that you still get some of the younger guys who've maybe seen it on other players, some of the older guys in the team, like you say, and they've sort of tried it out for themselves and they've stuck with it. I think of a few guys in our team that always go for Mizuno boots.
For sure. Reason. So that was the Morelia, and if some of the younger players need a Mizuno boot for their collection, then obviously Mizuno offer the Morelia Neo, so another leather boot, another premium craftsmanship, but for the speed player, someone with a bit more flash and guile about him.
A really good balance of lightweight and leather.
Yeah.
Again, another boot that since it was introduced, 5 or 6 years ago now? I'm just trying to think, was it after 2010 World Cup? I should know that.
Might be.
Apologies. But yeah, since it's been out, it's only undergone really subtle changes. There's been a lot of different colourways over that time. But that's really because they pretty much nailed it first time round, didn't they?
Yeah, for sure.
And anyone that's ever worn this boot, I've tried out the sample boot before, fantastically comfortable and really lightweight. A lot of the modern lightweight boots are synthetic. As we were saying before, Mizuno want to go for this kind of ownership of the leather boot market. What a front three. You've got the Morelia, you've got the Morelia Neo, and now the Rebula. So if you love leather, and if you want any sort of leather boot, you've got options aplenty, 3 fantastic choices.
Yeah.
I think there really is something for everyone in this new Mizuno collection.
Yeah, they're starting to accommodate for all different types of players, different needs, different needs.
And the new Rebula, as far as that goes, we talked about the other 2 boots, but the new Rebula basically aimed at players that are going to control the game, is how Mizuno have built the boot.
Yeah.
You've got this integrated full K-leather CT frame or control frame.
Yeah.
It improves the stability of the boot, gives real structure to the upper. Those of you who've seen New Tiempo and also old 11 Pro, which had like the kind of skeletons, it's not a million miles away from that. Obviously their own interpretation. I think on this one though, if you try the boot on, you will really feel the extra comfort it provides.
Yeah.
Also what it allows them to do is there's no need for any stitching on the vamp because the CT frame provides that kind of quilted feel. No stitching also means that you haven't got any perforations on the upper, so you're not going to let in any water. So that is a problem with leather boots that have got stitched vamps.
Yeah.
That those holes where the stitching's been done does allow a tiny bit of water, not a lot, but a tiny bit.
Yeah.
So they've kind of eliminated that problem with this CT frame.
Yeah, good call, Mizuno. No one wants puddles in your boots.
No, not at all. You've got this 360 degree, what they call their Mizuno K-leather, wrapping all around your foot. You've got a fantastic sense of touch, and you've also got really great stability on the lateral side as well. As they said before, their Mizuno made in Japan fit really does benefit from the addition of the CT frame.
Yeah.
The foam structure, like we said, really comfortable, and that smooth surface without the stitching really maximises your touch and control on the ball. And like I said, if you liked boots like the Adidas, the old 11 Pro before it was binned off, and a Tiempo, that's the kind of the kind of competitors, I suppose, for your money that you're looking at. So I would say this stands up from what I've seen, the current boots on the market, very, very favourably.
It's up there. Yeah. Whenever you think of a leather boot, I think everyone thinks of Mizuno now. They have secured themselves as probably one of the premium, authentic leather boot brands,
and I think
in the game.
When they've done a few synthetic boots, but for us, we certainly know that they were never the biggest sellers.
No.
Boots that fly for Mizuno have always been leather, and I think they're just giving Mizuno customers and people maybe that haven't tried a leather boot from Mizuno before, they're giving them no reasons not to give it a try, and
for sure
take them up on a great offering.
Yeah. So guys, everything you see on this table is available to buy. So we go through the pricing again. We've got the Mizuno Rebula. It's available for £260. We have the Rebula Standard Edition, which is £170, so a bit cheaper. Then we've got the Morelia, the Made in Japan edition as well, which is £250, and the Morelia Neo Made in Japan edition, which is also £250. So high prices but premium products, and there is the cheaper options there if you still want to try out a bit of Mizuno.
Yeah. Another thing that we haven't mentioned yet is the new plate on the Rebula. So we've got this new dual density plate, a mix of nylon and TPU. Really the kind of ideal balance of stiffness and flexibility. So stiffness where you need it, flexibility in the forefoot. And you've got these new strategically placed sort of oval studs, and they've got some stud stabilisers on them, especially on the lateral side when you're sort of making those cuts. It's really going to help with that.
Yeah. Good looking sole play as well.
Yeah. And they've obviously used the one that's on the Morelia Neo. That's been a plate that's been around for a while, so it's nice to see them changing the plate as well as the upper of the boot. So a brand new upper and a brand new plate. So everything is new about this boot.
Brand new.
And
yeah, for sure. So guys, we are giving away a pair as well if you can't fork out £260, which we understand. So we're going to look after you. We're going to give away a pair. All you got to do is share this live unboxing and comment below.
Yeah, and whoever does win those pair, what we'd love to hear back from is 3 months down the line, how are you faring with them? How are you getting on with them? Are you absolutely loving them? Are you converted to being a Mizuno consumer?
For sure.
Be good to know.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see if there's any questions. Cannonball, how durable are they? And what fit do they run? Wide or tight? They look so nice.
I would say they'll be accommodating of wide feet.
Yeah.
I've tried them on. My feet aren't particularly narrow. I find them very, very comfortable. Like I said, you want to get a glove-like fit. Personally, I'm an 8 in a lot of trainers, but I think I tried on a 7.5 and an 8 to get the best fit. So I'd certainly recommend it. You just want it totally snug to your foot.
Yeah.
There's no point in having a boot with room around the front if you're paying the price for leather boots. You want a totally snug fit.
For sure, yeah. And well, I think again the best leather out there is gonna fit your foot. It's gonna be true to size.
Yeah.
And it'll accommodate for you, so it will fit around and the shape of your foot. So there we go. Another comment from Phil Davies. Why so expensive compared to a Premier or Copa? It's a good question. It is a good question. They're both leather boots. However, I think as John mentioned earlier, this isn't your standard leather boot. This is specifically made in Japan, and it was lasted for 20 hours.
24 hours. So sorry. Yeah, it's basically a lot of it is about volumes. So in the same time that you can make a pair of made in Japan boots, we did actually do, I've got it written down somewhere, again apologies I haven't got it with me, but I'm sure someone can do the maths out there. So obviously 3 boots in an hour times 24, so yeah, that's pretty easy maths actually, isn't it, to do?
Yeah, there's a lot more care, a lot more attention made into the Made in Japan Mizuno Rebula. I think the Premier Copa is a terrific boot. Again, it's a leather boot, so it's amazing, but a boot like this will last a bit longer, I think. It'll fit to your foot. If
you take care of it, it will definitely last.
It'll take care of you.
And the manufacturing quality on a pair of Mizuno, any made in Japan boots, is just a little bit high. Oh, it's what the pros wear for a reason. Yes, those two boots that you mentioned are quality boots, but in terms of production time, in terms of craftsmanship, you know, that's what you're paying for, really. The extra care and attention that's gone into them, and that kind of personal touch.
For sure. And you get little goodies as well. You get a little bag, you get leather care, you know.
You definitely get the goodies.
That's worth it, surely.
Everyone loves the goodies.
Everyone loves a goodie. So don't forget, guys, we are giving away a pair. All you got to do is share and comment below to enter. Let's see a bit of Serban. What's he saying? I think that these boots are looking great, even though there's just a simple design.
Yeah. And it just proves in this day of very flashy boots, lots of flashy colourways. I'm sure we will see this in other colours, but I think if what Mizuno is saying is that they want to own premium leather, if you're bringing out a premium leather boot, it's got to be black to start with, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think so, for sure. But again, nice accents with the blue. Whilst we're talking about colourways, I don't know if any of you guys would have realised this morning, another boot launched, a new Adidas Copa Gloro. So whilst the question earlier was mentioned, we've got something here just to show you. Again, that ties into the colour. So
seems like there's a theme running through today's unboxing.
A little surprise. So yeah, the brand new Adidas Copa Gloro 17 in, I believe it's a core black energy blue colourway.
Okay.
So yeah, as colourways go, pretty smart as you see. It seems to be a fashion for black boots at the moment.
Yeah. And obviously the Gloro's done phenomenal business for Pro Direct and for all the other retailers, I'm sure. I think when you see them side by side, obviously the Gloro, a different price point, different kind of consumer possibly.
Yeah.
I think you can see whilst the leather on the Gloro is really, really nice calf leather, I think you can see the difference on the screen with the softness of the two.
For sure.
Calf leather, fantastic quality, it's got good durability, but in terms of fit, K-leather, very, very hard to beat.
Unreal,
you can't beat it, can you?
No, for sure. And I think just weight as well in general. This, you can tell when you get it in the hand, it's surprisingly light for leather boots. Yeah. The Gloro is true. That's true to weight, I guess, for a leather boot. But
are you angling for me to get the scales out, Angus? Would you like to weigh them? We can do that.
Let's get your scales out, John. Come on in. Let's end on a Friday. Let's end it on a high. Right. So we'll start with the Gloro. Let's take paper out. So we're not cheating. So the Gloro is on the scale. Weighs in at 248. Is that grams?
Yeah, that is
grams.
Grams,
yeah, correct. 248. The Rebula comes in at 229.
Yeah, so I mean both fantastically lightweight boots for a leather boot, but yeah. 230 grams.
So the difference.
Probably with the, I know we say this quite often about right weight rather than lightweight. I think for that kind of boot, that kind of player, that's the kind of optimum weight really.
Exactly,
And they will have tested lighter plates as well as heavier plates, so I think they've probably got the balance exactly right. And also, you know, if you want a lighter boot, I think the Morelia Neo comes in at about 180, 170, something like that.
Yeah,
so.
For sure. So there you go. There's a little look at, I think, at Copa Gloro, which is also available to buy right now, £85. So again, for a sort of cheap, cheerful, your one season boot, amazing. If you want to step up a gear, this will last you probably a few seasons, and again, the difference will be unreal, really, for a leather boot in particular.
Like we said before, the fit and the feel, especially the made in Japan version. Yeah. You do pay a price for it, but you will see where that extra money's going as soon as you step onto the pitch wearing them. Exactly.
Okay, so guys, just a little reminder, everything you see on this table is available to buy at ProDirectSoccer.com. We are going to give away a pair of the Mizuno Rebulas, not the Bazaars, the Rebulas.
The Rebulas.
So all you got to do is share this live unboxing and add a little comment below, and we'll pick a winner. We'll pick a winner next week, early next week, and let you know in the comments below. But until next time, I've been Angus.
I've been John.
So we'll see you next week. Let's open the box to see what's in it. Bam!
We've got the classic fold-over tongue that gives you a clean contact surface when you connect with the ball. Synthetic cage in the midfoot, completely redesigned.
Don't forget to share this video for your chance to win a pair.